Good afternoon. Not sure if you heard about this. It's a story in California. Woman that was murdered. She had a business, and she was not LGBT, but she put an LGBT flag outside her business, her store, and a guy killed her, shot and killed her. Her name was Laura Ann Carleton. She was 66 years old, Caucasian woman. Man that shot her was 27, Travis Ikiguchi. After yelling many homophobic slurs about the store's pride flag. It's in California. This is in San Bernardino. Review of his social media accounts on X, to Twitter, basically, and Gab, right-wing social network. He had fully embraced a wide range of conspiracy theories, 9/11 attacks, that saying Michelle Obama was a transgender, to denying climate change, to things like that. It bothers me sometimes that it's this easy to show that right-wing bigotry is dangerous and it puts people's lives in danger. I'm sure you've all heard the term stochastic terrorism, which is saying that you have terrorism that's spoken, that's advocated for, but who do it don't do it. Not just, I don't want to call it that. I call it, Anyway, when Paul Pelosi was attacked in his house, and everybody said it was a gay thing, and that he was in there with his boyfriend, and I remember as soon as it happened, knowing that that's not how rich white folks cheat on their wives. That's not how you do. You get a hotel. You go away. You out of town. Nobody brings their lover home. Nobody's ever done that. Not when you're rich and got money. I think that even when they had body cam from the police showing the guy standing up there with Paul Pelosi holding the hammer, and when Paul Pelosi got back, the guy grabbed and started hitting him over the head in front of the police. Republicans still downplayed it. And they had footage showing the guy was, I think Trump was talking about it. He pushed the gay agenda too, the gay rationale. There's footage showing that the guy was breaking into their house. He literally was trying to break into the house with a sledgehammer. They had cameras showing it. And there were people on Fox News that still tried to make it about a gay thing. I couldn't understand that. Why are you in such a rush that everything's a homosexual? And I said it then on the video. It's because it's designed to say he deserves it. That if you're gay and someone beats the crap out of you, you deserve it. It's your fault, and we don't feel bad for you. That was a part of stochastic terrorism. It isn't all about advocating violence. It's also thoroughly framing who the innocents are and who are the people who need to get hurt, who need to be dragged in the street. And I caught that very quickly, that was about, it was about putting it on Paul Pelosi and his wife and that community. It's about putting it on them and not on a guy that's threatened them in the past online several times. He's got a history. If the guy was doing something prostitution, why was there no record of it? I knew that then, that it made no sense. But that was the beginning for me of understanding how they're able to reframe right-wing violence as, well, it's his boyfriend and they're gay and he just got beat up. Ha ha ha. I didn't get it then. That no matter what evidence is presented and no matter what proof is put forward, that it's still going to be about your fault. This case in California is heartbreaking. It truly is. It truly is. I've talked, many other people have talked about how you have folks who take the rationales and the statements made by right-wing people as serious. when Giuliani talked about on Field of Combat during January the 6th, that they really mean this. It isn't a game. It isn't a joke, and the right wing downplays it. You know, we've talked about Target, when Target pulled back on the Pride stuff because there was a whole bunch of violence, people were tearing up the stores and stuff. And on the left, who basically said that they felt like, oh, this means that Target isn't doing their, they're not here for the LGBT community. I think that this woman's murder, I think Miss Laura's her murder, her unfortunate passing, Laura Ann Carleton, it put a human face on this, that Target doesn't want bloodshed either. I said it before that I will never put my morals, my values, my hope for the future, my love, my joy into the hands of a multinational corporation. It's good to see them step out and say things, and when Gillette put out that commercial, I thought that was cool. That was cool. That was very classy. I think that was cool. But, for me, it's them making money, and they're going to do what they can to be on the cutting edge of whatever society's doing. The violence that we've seen, like I said, the Target stores, the different videos, knocking stuff over and cursing and getting mad, and I think one woman put on blackface and was running around doing it. I mean, there is a violent element here. And these are human lives. And this murder, for me, is another murder. It's another person lost, just like Heather Heyer in Charlottesville. God rest her soul. But God bless the dead. But this is another person killed for really no reason, because you want to, and his life's over with too, because of a flag, because of a little stick and some fabric. You killed somebody in their store. It's crazy. I grew up hearing from Republicans, that stores have the right to do what they want, and hearing about people have the right to serve what they want to serve, and they ask you to leave, they don't want you there. And it's just crazy that now I see that for the bullshit that it truly is, as a man, that when stores do lean our direction, they're in danger too. I think we're getting to a time now that the idea of like, okay, will society come to the right wing? Will society come to Trump? Will society come to like this neo-fascist future? I think that we're moving past that maybe, and we're moving to an era now of sheer violence. If they don't get their way, if they feel like their society slips away from them, killing. And then just white men. The one in Paul Pelosi, he was Hispanic. This guy, I guess, is Asian. This isn't just about knocking white men. That isn't the point. But the point to me is just that idea of political violence upon people who own businesses, who own property, who want to establish and support what they believe in. This is an old lady. He killed a 66. It's an old lady he killed. It's wrong what he did. It's even worse. She probably isn't even political. She isn't even political. And he killed her like a dog because he hates gay people. You think with the hate crimes and with other things that we've designated in society, protected groups, protected classes, hate crimes, as I said before, that people would understand. You can't hunt black men, you can't hunt gays, you won't get away with it. You like to believe that changed the discourse a little bit, but whether it be with this, whether it be with Trump's indictments and him getting more support, it makes me wonder if we're moving beyond that era of those things even mattering. That it's just sheer violence, and it's just sheer a huge portion of the country just is saying that we don't care anymore. I don't care about the values of people 20, 30 years ago. I don't care about the values of the 80s. I don't care about like Christianity, hearing about Christians saying that when the minister reads Jesus' words, reads the Beatitudes, reads the Sermon on the Mount, and they say that doesn't work anymore. It truly terrifies me. Not because I think that's a way to get to people, but it terrifies me because that may have been the only thing holding back their ancestors. And if this is the way forward, that's terrifying. I mean, I guess it's good that we're no longer going to use this pseudo-Christian, stuff to make people feel bad for their sexual orientation or otherwise. But if that's the take, that Jesus is a liberal, Jesus is a commie, and I don't listen to Jesus anymore because of that, it makes me wonder about the future of the country, truly and honestly. My heart goes out to this woman's family, Laura Ann Carleton. My heart goes out to her and her family. I hope that her soul found peace.